Today we're going to be making little tiny micro hooks. Look at them. And we're going to be making them out of sewing needles. Really simple. Stay tuned to learn how. Now, these don't have barbs. It's going to be a little more difficult to catch a fish with it because it doesn't have a barb. You just have to keep tension the whole time. But on the plus side, this is much better for the actual fish because the barb won't, destroy its mouth. And it's a fun challenge. So I want to challenge people to build these hooks out of the needles and try and catch a fish themselves. So let's get started with the tutorial. You're going to need needle nose pliers and another pair of needle nose pliers. First, I take my needle nose pliers, put it right on the tippy tip of this. And this all depends on how small you want this hook to be, but I'm showing you guys how to make the smallest one possible. I put right on the tip, and then I push it down like this. Ready? And I start to turn it inwards like this. You see how it's angled now? 90 degrees? You see that? Mm-hmm. About 90 degrees. And if it's not, try and get it to 90 degrees. And then, after that, I hold onto the hook with a bigger pair. And I'll continue to wrap it like this against the actual pliers, just like that. And I'll twist it around like that. You see that? You got to be careful not to go too much. It's easy to go too much. And then once you turn it, look at that. An offset hook right there. But that's the easy part. Making the hook is the easy part. That's a little one. You can make a bigger one by bringing it up a little bit more. Instead of having it straight at the tip right here, bring it maybe 1/4 inch up. Make that 90 degree. And then once you have that 90 degree, you want to bring that tip, you want to bring this tip to probably like right here. There we go. Look at that one. A lot of different variations you can make. This one's a little bit more rounded compared to like this square bottom right here. I think the rounded ones will be a little bit better. Okay, now let me show you how I make the eye. This part. First, with these specific ones, I can just crush the ball off. And the ball will come right off. See? And then, this is the difficult part. This is what I had the most trouble with, is how do I make this eye? Do you wrap it around like this one? Look at that. Should I wrap it around? Should I just make a little standard loop like this? Or will that not hold? But then I realized that I'm catching little small fish on this. I don't need it to be that strong. A wrap is almost unnecessary. So I can just do a little loop. And I do that in a really similar way where I pinch it. And then I roll it. I roll it around like that. You see that? There we go. Really simple. I hope I'm giving you guys some ideas here. Again, this is not the only way to do it. This is my $1 DIY way to do it. So experiment with different ways. I think this one will work pretty well. Okay, now for this small one, you don't necessarily need the shank to be that long. So I'm going to crush this ball again. Ball comes right off. Like if you made the loop right here, that doesn't look right, right? You see how long the shank is? And then the loop? So what you have to do with this is cut it off, give it a little bit of distance so that it can make the loop. And then make the loop. Ready? I put my finger on this and I turn it. There we go. Look at that little hook. Now you don't want a gap between the eye right there, so you're gonna want to tighten that a little bit. Just give it a pinch with the other pliers. There you go. And there you have it. Homemade hooks right here. There you have it. Super simple to make, right? I wanted to give you guys this idea. Maybe it'll inspire someone to try it themselves and take the adventure for themselves. These little hooks are really easy to make, and it's like very rewarding to make your own hooks and catch a fish with your own hook. That's what I got out of the experience. If you guys try it yourself, let us know how it works. Have you done this before? Is there a better way to do this? How can I get a barb on here? Can anyone answer me that? Anyways, if you guys liked the episode, subscribe and push that little notification bell. We publish an episode 4 times a week now, pretty much, so you don't want to miss any of that. Hit the notification bell. See you guys.